How are you enjoying this team event, and what do you think is the way forward? Do you think it's got a great potential?
I did not think so much about the format of the event in terms of the scoring, but I think it's really good. There are many boards with sort of different strengths, which means but also the teams are overall fairly equal, and it means that it seems that every match is going back and forth, and yes, the last few days, teams were choosing to play white, but then black was doing well, and then people were starting to wonder, is it really an advantage? And then today again, it was a massive comeback by the players with the white pieces. So I think the format is really good. It inspires fighting chess and exciting matches, and for me, I think this is the way forward.
And you have played N Prodigy like Pragnananda last year, and he is with your team right now. Could you talk to us about him more, if you have a chance to talk to him?
Yeah, I would say not only Prague, but also the other prodigies in my team, Gukesh and Arjun. They're really interesting to talk to when it comes to chess. They calculate extremely well, and as for Prague, I think he's shown in the past in the Champions Chess Tour online that he's extremely good at rapid chess when he's at his best, and the chess that he's showing here suggests that he's taking even further steps. So it's been really impressive to see.
Sorry, next question, someone else.
Yeah, can you talk about the team dynamics? How do you, working with these three juniors? So can you talk about briefly how do you prepare? What are your routine?
Well, they're really good. So I'm just trying to let them do their thing, and then answer any question obviously that they might have. But I think they're really good. So most of the time they don't need my input.
Dubai has been good to you. You've won all the world titles here. You've earned your Grandmaster title here, and now you have a chance to make history to add a major team event. So how are you feeling going into the second half? You're still leading the tournament, so what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, we're still in the top two, which is the most important, but I think what this event has shown so far is that most of the matches really come down to the wire. I've made draws in several of my games like fairly early, where pieces have just been exchanged, and I've been sort of looking on the other boards, deciding whether I have to make a draw or I should play for a win. So these dynamics are always hard to say, but I feel like every time it's so hard to predict what is going to happen, because there are so many boards and fighting.
Can you just talk briefly about
it? Sorry, we have to wrap it up. Just please.
Next question.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is just that. So that just means that even though we are doing well now, for the second half, who knows? It's very hard to say.
Hi, myself Errol. I work for radio station. So there was a time the cricket, tennis, and football used to get prime time news and more priority in media. So now chess is also getting higher priority. Now global chess leagues happening, and the newcomers are coming, and younger generation also interested in chess and all. Are you happy with this kind of development, and where do you see chess in next 5-10 years?
No, I think it's awesome. We have a lot of very good young players here who are going to be the faces of chess in the years to come, and I think what's happening here is doing an excellent job to bring chess to a wider audience and to professionalize the game. So definitely think we're seeing the future at him.
You can pick up, okay, let's go. Continue.
Yeah. You dropped out of the World Championship this year. Do you plan to return to the championship anytime soon? And what has been your time? What has been your time away from chess? How do you spend your time?
No, I think the thing people don't realize is that my life isn't so different now than it used to be. So I'm still playing tournaments, preparing for them, traveling around, and I enjoy it immensely. So this is what I was doing before I started playing the World Championship, and this is what I plan on continuing to do for a while.
What will be the expert advice to the newcomers who are coming to the game from school sides?
It's very hard for me to say because different things work for different people. But for me, this game has always been about fun, and that's the message I'm trying to get across to everybody. That chess is a fun game, and I hope others will join in the fun.
We heard recently you saying that India is coming up in a big way. You see the Indian talent here. What are your thoughts on the young prodigies coming up the ranks?
No, I think it's awesome to see both the interest in chess and also both in terms of media, public, general population, and obviously the huge amounts of young players that are taking over the chess scene. So I think we're just at the beginning of a revolution that started with Anand becoming a grandmaster, and then back in 1999, if I'm not completely mistaken, and then eventually winning the World Championship, and we're seeing it now. I think it's only going to get better. India's producing grandmasters at a higher level than ever before. Players like especially now Gukesh is breaking into the world's elite at an early age, and I think this is going to be he's going to be the trend rather than the exception. So I think you have a lot to look forward to.
Magnus Carlsen, one more question.
I got a question from a friend. After Carlsen, who could be the next best chess player like Bobby Fischer and Gary Kasparov?
I don't look at after me. Yes. No. I was asked this question like 11 years ago, and because it was a friend of my father's actually who asked me like, what are you gonna do in 15 years when somebody comes along who is better than you? And I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm still fighting.
Magnus, did you get a chance to interact with Yuzi Chahal, the ambassador, and how was the yacht party?
The yacht was nice. It was beautiful to see a bit of the city at night. So it was a nice, relaxing experience.
All right, we have to go.
Could we
Thank you very
request
much
you
for
for a
attending.
picture, please, if you could stand up?